Hello. Well, today I'll say goodbye to an old friend. I'm selling a camper we've had for quite a while. I grew up camping. My parents didn't have a lot of money, so that's how we did our vacations. And I brought that experience to my family, and they've loved it. And now my kids are in their 20s, and we've got a little place up in the mountains, so our camping days are over. So I'm asking $2,800 for the camper. For those of you who don't have a lot of experience camping, you'll find out over time just how great a deal that is when you compare that to living in a hotel for a week. This is just a great experience. You can put everything into it. This is a 1994 Jayco camper. This is their largest model. It's a king size, well, at that time it is. This has a king size on one side and a queen size on the other. And it's a nice size. It's about 3,500 pounds. And so you can pull it. We do pull it with our minivan, but not if we're going in the mountains or anything like that. We need something a little bit bigger for that. So just so you know. It does have some wear, so I'm going to take you around inside and out and show you. But it's also in very good shape. And I've had it sitting out in the rain, and it's there's no leaks anywhere in it. So anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get behind the camera right now and just show you a little bit about the camper. Okay, so as I said, this is a 1994, and this is a Jayco. Now, as you can see, the Jayco has an emblem on the side. It's white with red, and it usually has the Jayco emblem. But the emblem started to come off years ago, and it was faded, didn't look good. So I took a heat gun, and I got it all off of there. And what I do now is I put a product every other year on the camper box called Cool Seal. And if you've never heard of that product, you can get it in Home Depot, but it's what people use to cover their sheds. It protects it, and it also keeps it cool. That's always an issue with pop-up campers. At least it was when I was a kid. You didn't have air conditioning in them, and so you had to go to bed early because at 8 o'clock the heat would run you out of there. But not with this one. I have the Cool Seal on it. As you can see, the box down here looks brand new because I just painted it. And that's what it is. It's a paint. It's kind of a little bit of a rubbery substance to it so that it really repels the heat. And also it's on the top up there too. Has the Cool Seal on it. But as you can see, it's a solid white color. And this is the queen size bed on this side, and it's a king size on the other side. And I'm also letting go some amenities with it. The chairs I have, I did some things just to make it look good, but that cooler that looks like a mini refrigerator, that's going. The table it sits on is going. The trash can down there is going, and there's a nice Coleman stove here. It has a propane stove inside, but we really don't use it. You can hook it up. There's a little rack right here where you can hook it up outside, but we just use this every time. If we need any extra, if we're cooking any extra, you know, like casseroles or anything extra we need burners for, then we'll fire it up. But it's got a spare tire on it. The spare tire sits right here, and you know, I can show you how to put it together when you actually come to look at it. It does have air conditioning, and it has a refrigerator inside. So I'm just going to walk around. As you can see, it has about an 8-foot awning, and we also have a porch for the awning. We bought it probably back in 2000, but we only used it twice because most of our camping trips are short camping trips. So we don't do a whole lot of week camping. We do 2 or 3 day camping. But anyway, it has a full porch that actually zips inside of this and goes all the way around and then down to the floor and everything. So if it rains or if you want to get away from mosquitoes, you can hook that up, and it's almost brand new. We paid $450 for it back then, but it's just been sitting in the camper. So let me just walk around here and show you what it looks like. It has the steps up, and of course all the poles are in it. And I'm just going to do a little once over around the camper and show you. This is the king size on this side, and all these, you have all different ways to open the camper and get breezes. Now, one thing I like about this camper that we didn't have when I was young growing up is, as you can see, now I've got it all closed up now. I don't have it open, but as you can see, it's tinted glass or tinted plastic. This right here is tinted, so I mean you knew when it was 8 o'clock in the morning in the old campers, but now you can't really tell anymore because you can close this thing up and it just really keeps the heat out and the light out, and you'll see that when we go inside. There's the air conditioner, still works fine. The wheels are fine, and it has the hose hookup for your sink down here, and then this is your electrical is inside of here, which I'm going to hook it up in a few minutes and show you that everything inside works. Okay, so we're about to go inside the camper, and I just want to give you an idea of just how secure and how dark this is, which doesn't mean much now in October, but when you're camping in June, July, and August, it can really get hot outside. So you want to make sure you does have the ability to sleep later if you want to, and also it keeps it cooler. And you can see this is a bright sunshine day in October, but just take a look at when we go inside, and then I'll shut the door behind me. And this is, now everything's covered up. You see you have the curtains on, but on the other side of those curtains you have that tinted zipped plastic all around, and that just keeps the heat and the sun out. And of course you can open all this up. You can see you can open this is zippered through, and you can open this up, and then you can open the tinted plastic up and all that. So let me get some light in here. Okay, so this is the inside of the camper. You can hear the air conditioning is running and the refrigerator is going. So as you can see, both sides is going to sleep. You have a queen size on one side and a king on the other. If you have small children, you can probably get 6, 7, maybe 8, I don't know, on a king size, 3 small children. This right here is the kitchen table, and it folds down. This table will fold down flat, and then all those cushions will come across and make a bed. So another person could sleep there, or 2 small people. Over here, you can see the electrical outlets you have, and the counter space you have, and the sink. And here is the small refrigerator. So you do want to bring an extra cooler, because that's just not going to hold a whole lot. We basically keep our condiments and things like that in there, and then we keep a big cooler outside. But this right here is your couch area, and you can actually sleep a small person there. And then this is a huge king size on this side, and you can see right there. Now, one of the things I like about this, and you can see the color is a little bit dated. If you want something brand new, campers nowadays are just very expensive, but this is kind of old school, the way they built it, and I think it's very nice the way they built it. Some of the little pinkish stuff may be a little bit dated now, but if you just want something very good to go camping, pretty easy to set up, this is it. Now, one of the things I like about this is the storage space. So let me show you just all the storage space you have here. You have this drawer here. Okay, you have another big cabinet down in here that goes all the way back in there. Okay. You have storage in here, and that's where I keep a lot of the outdoor things like the hoses and the wheel jacks and the little 2x4s that we put the tires on. And then all across here, we use it mainly for kitchen items, but you have just drawer, cabinets all the way through here. And then there's a big storage space underneath here. Pull this up, and you have them on both sides. I don't know if you can really see under there, but that's where I keep the screened in porch for the awning. And then you have one over here too. So I got a picture from the other side, so let me get a picture from this side. And this is what it looks like. The AC is really coming along now. Now there is a kerosene, I don't know if you can see it down here up underneath the table. There's a kerosene stove there, and you take it and you mount it on top of here, and the kerosene comes out from here. But to tell you the truth, we never use it. I just never have really felt comfortable about frying and having things, and you know, the smell at the very least gets in your curtains and all that. So we just did all our cooking outside. You can actually, let me show you real quickly, there actually is another place to hook it up right here. You have that rail right there, and it fits right in there, and then you have a bar that comes out and holds it secure underneath. But again, this right here is served us, and we're also giving this away with it. But this is one of those ball game tailgate stoves. It's a Coleman. It's worked really well for us, and it comes with all other, there's other parts to this we'll give you. It has all these containers on both sides, and it's been really good, really good. So this is the camper. I think I've talked about everything. I'm also going to let this go, and this table that it sits on. And there's a lot of other things too. We have a lot of pots and pans and things that we use. We have a whole bucket full of these type of items right here, and cooking items and things that we're just going to let go. A couple of we have a lantern right there, and a big flashlight, and then there are some places that we have tied up that we've actually fixed. You can see there's a little places back in here in the back, and those are things that we've, you know, kind of had to repair there. And so there's a little bit of wear on it. You'll see a few little things that come undone. But this has been a really good camper. It's really secure, and it's getting really cold in here right now. You know, I have some more. I have another light with this, so we use that for extra reading lights. You have lights up here. And then you have another, this right here is your air conditioning unit. And then you have another light right here. And some of the biggest wear you'll see, there's a couple of places on the mattresses that we put patches on. But let me show you a couple other places real quick. You're always going to get wear down here where this goes underneath. And this one's actually good. I thought it was on this side, but it's on the other side. Well, let me go through the other side and show you. As you can see, as we go, just how good a condition everything is in. The king size always gets a little bit more wear because it hangs out here, but as you can see, we actually tied this up. We kind of repaired that. It's kind of coming undone a little bit, but it's down here away from, this part sits on the this part here, so it's not like there's anything that's going to leak in through that. But that's something that can be repaired. You can get kits for it and repair it. My wife repaired it several years ago. But that's about it, and I'll put my phone number on it. If you have any questions, just give us a call. Again, this we're selling it for $2,800 is the asking price, and like I say, I think you'll see we pay sometimes $15 to stay in a. I think Andrew Jackson down here in Lancaster, we love going to places like that. Chester State Park. You know, they're like $12, $15 a night for those places. And so it's a great way to take your fishing gear, go to lakes, things like that. And these are always the memories our kids remember. They don't remember all the other stuff, but they always remember the camping trips. And I do too. Going all the way back to the early 70s, I remember the times we went camping more than I remember hotels or anything like that. So anyway, that's it. Give me a call, 704-661-6134. Thanks for watching.